So this is the back of our garden this year. You probably saw me doing this bed back in November, which was a no-dig bed up here. So far that is doing well. I have another bed that is not doing as well with the grass trying to come through the cardboard. But so far this year that has done very, very well. Now I'm going to take you a little bit on a tour, but before I do that, I do kind of want to give you a broader view. And this is the bed where we did the boxwoods. Got some flagstone here. I have incorporated some cherry brandy Rebecca here, and I'm not sold on those yet. Time will tell, and I'll show you in a little while why I'm not sold on them. This is Cupid's Dart. I winter sowed all of these, and we'll look at the containers in a little while. This is sweet peas, and they've pretty much petered out now, and they're not doing very well at all. Got some Shasta daisy. These are dwarf silver princess Shasta daisies. We in winter sowed those. There's 4 plants here and 4 plants right here. Yeah, and you can see the buds forming on these. They're looking very healthy. It took them a little while to get going, but I've got 4 plants here. And this is the row of boxwoods that we planted back in the fall right here. And I've got a white carpet of snow alyssum along the side here. They filled in really nicely. It's the first time we've used alyssum, and we got those seeds from Dollar Tree for 25 cents a pack. So they've done very, very well and are just prolific bloomers. We have some of those in a container here with cherry brandy Rebecca, and we're not loving the look, so we're probably going to do something different here. Got a couple different varieties of alyssum. But going back to the sidewalk bed here, this is the Shiryu Japanese maple planted last year as well. And on this side of the bed, we have Supertunia Bordeaux, which is a proven winner's variety. And that's a really nice Supertunia. It's been prolific. We have about 20 plants in here, and they've all grown together. We spaced them about 10 to 12 inches apart, and I'll let you kind of get an idea of what they look like close up. A lot of nice details in the flower, with a lavender flower and a deep purple throat. All right, so back to the bed here, we have Lemon Princess Spirea. This is a milkweed. This is butterfly milkweed, Asclepias tuberosa, but this is a variety called Hello Yellow. And we've already had a couple monarch caterpillars on this year, but this is the difference. Most of the Asclepias tuberosa are going to be orange, but this one is a yellow called Hello Yellow. Another dwarf Shasta daisy there. That's a Supertunia bubblegum, Vista bubblegum. This one's gonna spread out pretty well. That's 1 plant. This is the mahogany splendor hibiscus, which we sowed from seed, and this is just really now starting to take off. Here we have Millennium Allium, and this is their first year in the ground, so they're looking okay. Here we have Annual Vinca. This is actually a dwarf cherry zinnia. And this is what the flowers will look like on the Vinca peach. Just planted about a week ago. Japanese maple. On this side of the sidewalk, this drift right here is all winter sown Gaillardia, which is a mix that we picked up from Baker Seeds. It's called Lollipop Mix. All Gaillardia, all different shapes, all different sizes, just very, very unique. We've had a lot of rains that are now starting to try to lay down. So we'll probably trim these back or divide them and thin them out or something, I'm not really sure. Here we have some dwarf dahlia, and this is Diamond Mountain Euphorbia. Back along this side is my wife's dahlia bed. And no blooms yet, but we have some buds that are starting to form right now. So there's a lot of dinner plate dahlias in here, so we're really excited to see how these turn out. Okay, so back over here we have This is lamb's ear, and I can't remember the variety, but it's the non-flowering variety that we planted this year. We're actually 3-inch pots, and they've gotten huge. Just as a reference point from my hand, 2 of these, that's all we have here. Here we've got some annual. This is a Coreopsis mix. This is actually Gara, and I don't remember the variety, but it's a kind of a pink with a deep red, reddish tint to the foliage. And they've actually stopped blooming. I'm probably gonna go ahead and cut these back so they'll bloom again and give us another flush. We have Proven Winners, Cat's Pajamas, Nepeta there. They looked spectacular in the spring, and we cut them back, and so they're now just starting to do a reflush right now. But this I'm really excited about. This is Southern Living's White Wedding Hydrangea, and it is doing phenomenal. I love how tight this is, how compact it is. We planted this last year, and now the buds are just starting to form. So I'll be updating you on that to let you see how that's turning out. But this is the Southern Living Distylium. This is called Cast in Bronze. Really nice blue-green foliage. And the new foliage that emerges is kind of a purple-pink color. This is Purple Daydream Loropetalum up against the Sunshine Ligustrum. And this is a Bananas and Cream Shasta daisy, which is also from Proven Winners. Here we have some Penta and some peach-colored lantana in the front right here. Okay, so these are some containers that we did. These are a Baker Seed variety. I don't remember the variety now, but this is a marigold variety that I got from Baker Seed. Winter sowed these, and they did great. We've got some alyssum in here. Pot is a do-it-yourself self-watering pot. You can see my fill pipe at the back there, right there. And this is lemon basil that has just taken off this week. Here is another self-watering do-it-yourself pot. You can see my drain hole right there. This is Limoncello Petunia, which is a Supertunia from Proven Winners. We also have another Proven Winners sweet potato vine here. I think that is Caroline, I can't remember. And this is a salvia, which is now becoming a bit overtaken by these 2. Over here we have another pot that we made into a self-watering do-it-yourself pot. There's our fill tube. And we have a few Proven Winners varieties in here. This is one of the Rockin' series of salvias. This is I can't remember this one. My wife knows the name of this, but this is a Super Bell, and this is a double Bordeaux Supertunia. Right here we have some Meteor Shower Verbena, which has been a favorite of bees. Got a little bit of foodscaping going on. Got some kale in the back here. Of course, you can see my tomato cages I put in place to keep the dogs from running through and breaking these. And this is a clethra. It's a dwarf clethra by Proven Winners called Crystallina sugartina. And right now this one's not producing any buds, but I think it's gonna start doing that because some of the other ones I've got planted around other areas are. I've got some additional daisies. These are Gloriosa daisies planted around this tree on this side. I've got some vinca here that we seeded and winter sowed as well. This bed we have decided not to do anything formal this year or permanent this year, but just to make sure everything is staying put, no grass is coming up. We just have a few little small weeds, but no grass is coming through the cardboard so far. We've had a couple of small areas or tiny areas. We've had some evidence of Bermuda trying to poke through, but nothing bad. So we've actually done a little bit of temporary work here. Just got some grow bags. And this is a temporary bed that we built this year for a cut flower garden. We've got some bachelor button. Got several varieties of zinnia, which are now starting to bud out. My wife has actually pinched some of these to make them double bloom, get more blooms on them. This is another seeded variety of celosia that we planted, and they're just starting to take off in the last week or so. And these are about 18 inches tall right now. So I suspect we'll be seeing buds on these very soon in this cut flower garden. These are Bobo hydrangeas that we've put in containers temporarily so we could surround our fountain here. And right over here we have a Mexican sunflower that we winter sowed, and it just took off. This one is about 7 feet tall now, and you can see the flowers, just blazing colors. These are supposed to be a monarch butterfly favorite, so we'll wait and see. So this is going to be the end of this part of the tour. I'll show you additional areas later, but I did want to give you some updates so that you could see how some of this area has turned out, because I have produced several videos about this area, and so far we are loving it. There will be some things that we'll do differently next year, but this is a learning process, learning what we like, what we don't like. And but overall, we're just very, very pleased with how this turned out. So really appreciate you watching. Thanks. Hope you have a great day, and definitely check us out in future videos as we produce them. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button, and make any comments that you might have or questions. Take care and have a great day.